the summer of 2019, the world was shocked by a name that had been whispered in powerful circles for years: Jeffrey Epstein. To some people, he was a wealthy businessman. To others, he was a dangerous criminal hiding behind money and connections. But how did this man become one of the most mysterious figures in modern history? Jeffrey Epstein was born in 1953 in Brooklyn, New York. He came from a normal, middle-class family. Nothing in his childhood suggested that he would one day be connected to presidents, royalty, and billionaires. As a young man, he worked as a teacher at a private school, even though he did not have a college degree. Soon after, he entered the world of finance. That was the beginning of his rise. Within a few years, Epstein became very rich. He claimed to manage money for extremely wealthy clients. However, many people later questioned how he made his fortune. There was never a clear explanation of who his clients were or how he earned so much money. Despite the mystery, Epstein built an extraordinary lifestyle. He owned a massive mansion in Manhattan. He had private jets. He had homes in Florida, New Mexico, Paris, and even a private island in the Caribbean called Little St. James. On the outside, his life looked glamorous. He was often photographed with famous and powerful people. Politicians, business leaders, and members of royal families were seen attending his events. But behind the luxury, a darker story was developing. In 2005, police in Florida began investigating Epstein after a teenage girl reported inappropriate behavior. As investigators looked deeper, more young victims came forward. They described being recruited with promises of money or opportunities. What they experienced instead led to serious criminal accusations against Epstein. By 2006, authorities had built a case. Many believed he would face severe punishment. However, in 2008, something unexpected happened. Epstein reached a plea deal with federal prosecutors. Instead of facing major federal charges, he pleaded guilty to lesser state charges. He served only about 13 months in Hail. Even during that time, reports said he was allowed to leave jail for work during the day. Many people were outraged. Victims felt betrayed. Critics called it one of the most lenient deals ever given in such a serious case. After his release, Epstein quietly returned to his wealthy lifestyle. For years, the case faded from headlines. But in 2019, everything changed. Journalists uncovered new details about the old case. Public pressure group, federal authorities reopened the investigation. On July 6, 2019, Jeffrey Epstein was arrested again, this time on federal charges related to trafficking minors. The news exploded across media around the world. This time, many believed he would finally face real justice. However, just over a month later, on August 10th, 2019, Epstein was found dead in his jail cell in New York. The official cause of death was ruled a suicide. But almost immediately, questions began to circulate. Reports said security cameras malfunctioned. Some guards were not present at the time. His cellmate had been moved earlier. Because of Epstein's powerful connections, many people suspected that there was more to the story. Some believed he may have had information that could damage powerful individuals. To this day, debates continue. Was it simply a tragic suicide, or was there something else? Behind his death? After Epstein's death, court documents were gradually unsealed. These documents, sometimes called the Epstein Files, included flight logs, contact lists, and testimonies. The release of these files revealed how many influential people had interacted with him over the years. However, being mentioned in documents did not automatically mean someone committed a crime. Still, public trust was shaken. One of Epstein's closest associates, Ghislaine Maxwell, was later arrested and charged for helping recruit victims. In 2021, she was convicted and sentenced to 20 years in prison. Her conviction brought some sense of justice. But for many, it was not enough. People continued asking, how did Epstein build such strong connections with powerful individuals? Why was he protected for so long? Were others involved who were never charged? The Epstein case became more than just a criminal story. It became a symbol of how wealth and influence can sometimes protect individuals from consequences. It also raised serious questions about the justice system and whether it treats everyone equally. For the victims, the case is deeply personal. Behind all the headlines and conspiracy theories, real people were harmed. Today, Jeffrey Epstein is gone. But the questions remain. Some believe the full truth will eventually come out. Others think many secrets were buried with him. What is clear is that this case changed how many people see power, money, and justice. The Epstein Files remain one of the most controversial and mysterious chapters in recent history, and perhaps the full story has not yet been told.